In the midst of every challenge lies the seed of opportunity, waiting to be nurtured and transformed into growth and happiness. Imagine yourself in a situation where life presents you with an array of obstacles and difficulty. It is natural to feel overwhelmed and disheartened, as if happiness is an elusive dream slipping through your finger. However, the wisdom of Albert Einstein reminds us that, within these very challenges, there exists a hidden potential for personal development and profound transformation. When we face adversity, it is easy to become consumed by negative thoughts and allow external circumstances to dictate our emotional state. However, Einstein encourages us to shift our perspective and reclaim our power. Rather than being distressed by the external events themselves, we hold the ability to change our estimation of these challenges. We can alter the lens through which we perceive them, recognizing that our thoughts and interpretations shape our experience of the world. This profound insight leads us to a vital realization: our happiness is not solely reliant on external factors, but rather on how we choose to interpret and respond to them. By releasing ourselves from the burden of worrying about circumstances beyond our control, we liberate our minds from unnecessary anguish and create space for inner peace and contentment to flourish. Furthermore, the quote invites us to embrace the present moment, to wholeheartedly engage with life as it unfolds before us. Often, we find ourselves caught in the trap of constantly yearning for a better future, or reminiscing about the past, longing for what once was. Yet, this perpetual state of expectancy and nostalgia robs us of the beauty and opportunities that reside in the here and now. It blinds us to the richness of the present, where every experience, no matter how challenging, holds the potential for growth and joy. In essence, this profound wisdom urges us to view difficulty as stepping stones on the path of personal growth and happiness. It teaches us to transcend our preconceived limitation and embrace the inherent opportunities that lie within each obstacle. By recognizing the immense power of our own thoughts, interpretations, and actions, we empower ourselves to shape our reality and cultivate resilience. We become architects of our own happiness, living a life imbued with meaning and fulfillment. Therefore, let us embrace this philosophy, this invitation to transform our mindset. Let us nurture the seeds of opportunity that lie within every difficulty, and through our resilience and unwavering determination, watch them blossom into a life lived with purpose, joy, and unwavering contentment. The obstacle in the path becomes the path itself, leading us to new horizons of resilience and happiness. In the labyrinth of life, we often encounter obstacles that appear insurmountable, casting shadows of doubt and despair over our path. It is in these moments of adversity that the timeless wisdom of Marcus Aurelius illuminates our way, guiding us towards a profound realization. For within the very obstacle that obstructs our journey lies the seed of transformation, capable of leading us to new horizons of resilience and happiness. When faced with a seemingly insurmountable challenge, it is natural to feel overwhelmed and discouraged. The weight of the obstacle can cast doubts upon our abilities and test the limits of our endurance. However, Marcus Aurelius invites us to shift our perspective and perceive the obstacle not as a roadblock, but as an integral part of our journey. Instead of perceiving it as an adversary, we can choose to embrace it as a companion on our path to growth. By accepting the challenge and summoning our inner strength, we embark upon a transformative journey of self-discovery. Each step taken in the face of adversity becomes an act of resilience, a testament to our indomitable spirit. Through perseverance and determination, we not only overcome the immediate obstacle, but also cultivate a deep wellspring of inner strength that will fortify us for future trials. In navigating the obstacle, we gain profound insights about ourselves and the world around us. We uncover hidden reservoirs of resilience and tap into dormant capabilities that may have otherwise remained untapped. The very act of confronting the obstacle reveals our true character, and we discover that we are far more capable and resilient than we initially believed. Moreover, the obstacle acts as a crucible for personal growth, forging qualities within us that would have otherwise lain dormant. It challenges us to refine our skills, expand our knowledge, and develop new perspectives. Each hurdle we overcome serves as a stepping stone, propelling us to higher levels of wisdom and understanding. We learn to adapt, to think creatively, and to approach challenges with an open mind, opening doors to new possibilities that were previously unseen. As we navigate through the obstacle, we become intimately acquainted with the contours of our own resilience. We witness the transformation of our mindset as we shed self-imposed limitations and embrace the full extent of our potential. The obstacle, once seen as a hindrance, becomes an agent of growth, fostering the resilience that propels us towards new horizons of happiness and contentment. In the end, the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius teaches us that life's obstacles are not mere stumbling blocks, but integral parts of our journey. They offer us an opportunity to cultivate resilience, unlock hidden strengths, and experience the profound joy that comes from overcoming challenges. By shifting our perspective and embracing the transformative power of obstacles, we open ourselves to a life lived with unwavering resilience, endless possibilities, and a happiness that transcends the bounds of circumstance. The lotus flower blooms most beautifully from the deepest and thickest mud. In the depths of life's most trying moments, it is easy to succumb to despair and feel as though we are trapped in an unyielding darkness. However, the profound wisdom of the Buddhist proverb reminds us that, even within the harshest adversities, there exists the potential for tremendous growth and beauty. Just as the lotus flower emerges from the murky depths of the pond, exquisite and unblemished, so too can we rise above our difficulties and transform them into sources of resilience and happiness. Imagine finding yourself amidst great adversity, encompassed by challenges that seem insurmountable. It is during these times that the lotus flower serves as a powerful symbol of hope and inspiration. Despite being rooted in the deepest and thickest mud, the lotus perseveres, transcending its surroundings and blossoming into a mesmerizing spectacle of beauty. It teaches us that even in the most unfavorable conditions, remarkable growth and transformation are possible. In the face of adversity, the lotus flower invites us to view our trial not as hindrances, but as catalysts for personal evolution. It urges us to embrace the challenges we encounter, knowing that within them lie invaluable opportunities for growth and self-discovery. Just as the lotus draws nourishment from the very depths that threaten to engulf it, we too can draw strength from our adversities, allowing them to shape us into more resilient, compassionate, and wise beings. The process of growth is often accompanied by struggle, as the lotus must push through layers of mud before emerging into the light. Similarly, we are required to summon our inner strength and perseverance to navigate the depths of despair. It is through resilience, courage, and unwavering determination that we transcend our difficulties, emerging stronger, wiser, and more capable of experiencing true happiness. The lotus flower also teaches us the art of embracing our imperfection and transforming them into sources of strength and beauty. Despite the mud that clings to its petals, the lotus remains untainted, radiating purity and grace. In the same vein, we can learn to accept and even celebrate our flaws and challenges, recognizing that they contribute to the unique beauty of our existence. By embracing our imperfections, we empower ourselves to transcend the limitation they may impose and find new depths of self-acceptance and love. Furthermore, the lotus flower serves as a powerful reminder that true happiness is not dependent on external circumstances, but rather on our ability to find beauty and growth within ourselves and the world around us. It invites us to shift our focus from seeking happiness solely in favorable conditions, and instead encourages us to seek solace and contentment from within. By embodying the spirit of the lotus, we learn to find beauty, resilience, and growth even amidst the harshest circumstances, empowering ourselves to live a life that flourishes and thrives amidst the challenges we encounter. In conclusion, the wisdom of the Buddhist proverb encapsulates the transformative potential that lies within adversity. Like the lotus flower emerging from the muddy depths, we can rise above our trial and cultivate resilience, wisdom, and happiness. By embracing our challenges, accepting our imperfections, and finding beauty within ourselves, we become like the lotus, radiating grace and inspiring others with our ability to flourish amidst the most adverse conditions.